friends. In this video, we'll see how to make a Bluetooth-based voice calling Android app. So let's begin. So I'm running this app in two different phones, both are like Redmi phones, and right now both the phones are disconnected. So first let's see a demo. So I'm just making both the phones as discoverable, and then trying to connect. So I'm hoping it to connect. Yeah, so it was giving an error for a moment, but when I retried, it connected. Okay, so it will show the connected to device or connected to a particular device name over there. Okay, and then we can start the call probably by pressing the start call button, and the status will change to active. And also both the phones, I can hear that there is a sound going back and forth. It's difficult for me to show in this video presentation, but I hope some sound should be visible twice, because it's interchanging between the two devices. Yeah, but if it's not audible, but yeah, I have tested. If as long as call is active, I can hear back and forth from there. Okay, I'll end the call on both sides. So say for example, okay, I ended. I will have to reconnect probably. So sometimes it doesn't work, but yeah, it got disconnected. So now let's see the code very quickly how we have done it. So in code perspective, so first the layout file. So in layout, I have just, it's a simple linear layout where I have just put 3-4 buttons and then the text view to show the status. Okay, and after the layout, first let's quickly check the XML file, which is the other most important. So here I have given all the required permissions with respect to Bluetooth and also for record audio and all, because the permissions to mic and record audio should be there. Then in the main activity.java file, there are few of these methods. So yeah, see, these are the class variables, and there are a couple of more classes also defined, like accept thread and connect thread, which we are using to connect to the Bluetooth socket. Okay, so here I'll just go very quickly at high level. So first one, here we are checking permissions. So and then we are making it discoverable the device and connected to device, and then we are calling the start call. This start call is then taking me to the another class Bluetooth service, which I will show shortly what we are doing. And end call is also just calling the message from the Bluetooth service. Rest of these 3-4 methods are like more of completing the code, like on destroy, request permissions and all. These are just to complete the code part. Okay, so if I just quickly expand all the methods here, so I just press Ctrl A and Ctrl Shift plus, which is to expand the method, and I just quickly run through this code. So over here, if I scroll up in onCreate, we are just defining all the class variables, checking the permissions, and calling all the methods one by one for the on set click listener for the buttons, and then we are listening for the incoming connections using the accept thread. Okay, and in the check permissions, we are just defining the all the permissions what we need, and then we are calling the request permission to call to get the permissions for those permissions whatever we had defined. Then in discoverable, we are just making sure that the Bluetooth becomes discoverable. If not, it's already done. Then if I in connect to device, we are connected to the particular device. So here what I'm doing is I'm kind of hard coding, you can say. So if I scroll down over here, you're getting all the list of pair device, and wherever the device name is Redmi, because then it should connect to that remote device over here. But you can hard code your own device name, or you can take this input from the user. And then we are starting the call, and in this call it's checking the Bluetooth service is something like this class, and then it's calling the start call voice method from there. Similarly, for end call, it's calling the stop voice call method from the Bluetooth service, which I'll show very shortly. In accept thread, it's just calling this run command where it is connecting to the Bluetooth socket for the particular socket, whatever we had defined in the connection method. And in the connect thread, it's connecting to that particular using this, the Bluetooth device is connected to that. Okay, and over here it's running for that particular socket, and if the permission is not there, then it's first canceling the discovery, and if it's there, then it's just connected to that particular socket using this particular line of code. And these all things are just to maintain the manage the connected sockets and then showing the respective status in the text view. And this is for getting like for the discovery part. And here the request permission once granted, and we can just print accordingly that request permission has been granted and all. And this is to clean up the code. Okay, so this is about the main activity. I'll just again just uh, yeah reduce this and go over here in the Bluetooth service. So this is the main class which does the handling of the audio part. So here again we have a set socket and all, which is coming from the main activity, and a start voice call and stop voice call is what is being called from the that side, as I showed in that main activity. So but let me explain these four methods. These are the important methods here. So over here in the start voice call is doing nothing, but it's just a start, or it just makes all the objects. Say audio recorder is for recording your local audio and preparing it to send the data from your phone to the other one, and auto track is the other way around to receive the data and save it and on your side, and then play it once received. Then they are like, yeah, record and send. So this is basically audio record. It will just read it will record over here, and then once it's recorded, it will read the data from this audio record and convert it into byte reads, which will be in the output stream. It will send in the output stream. And in receive and play, it's the other way around. It will just first create the audio track or play the previous audio track if there is something, so that the user can see it, listen, and then it will read the input stream in the byte reads, and then update it in the auto track so that it can be played non-stop over here. And once you end the call or stop voice call, then it will just clean up everything, the audio track and audio record part, and this track is also basically it will release the input stream and output stream. That's all. So that's all. I hope this demo is useful. So probably I can show you the demo one last time. So I'll just go here, and it's connected to the respective device. So I can just start the call both sides. So it will change the status to call active, and then I can speak. I'm not sure if it's audible in this video, but yeah, I can hear the sound coming out from both the devices, which is in front of me right now. Yeah, and it works perfectly fine. Okay, so one last thing which I would like to show very quickly is if you have to control few parameters over here. So say for example, one of the parameters which you can control is sample rate. So the lower the rate, the faster will the audio. There is smaller lag in the voice packets transfer. However, the quality could be reduced. So initially I tried with 44.1 kilohertz, which is LCD quality. However, it was giving some lag, so I just reduced it to 16 kilohertz, which is around 32 kbps of speed, transfer speed it will take. Yeah. So I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or suggestions, then please put it in the comment section below. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye.